What up, YouTube? Hey, what's going on? It's Water Change Mondays, and I just figured I'd show you guys what's going on with plants. I just got done feeding the discus pretty heavy, so let's get started. You know, last time I was showing you guys, this one had 2 new plants coming in. It has 3 now. This one has 2 new ones, those little itty bitty ones right there. So this is doing fairly well. This one, I'm not sure if it has a new runner coming to here. So I am going to trim those and take somebody's advice and just chop them to maybe a little bit, just maybe clean it up a little bit. This plant's doing fine, no change that I've noticed. That one, I haven't seen any change, and there's some trident fern to it. This one has a new leaf out of it. If you guys see that or not, it looks pretty sexy, I like it. This Kabambas over here, or Kabambas, or whatever however you pronounce these names, has 3 little things down there below them that are growing pretty well. Hornworth is ready to be trimmed down, and like always, my water sprite, my discus keep uprooting it. So a lot of things haven't really changed. So something I'm going to do this time around is this one right here. I have it leveled out to this thing right here, so you know, in a week I can see if it's grown to here or grown halfway to here, or, you know, made any difference of a change. So this tank, not a whole lot has changed, you know, that my eye can notice. I mean, obviously if this is a runner, that is really cool. I'm starting to see some algae, so I might cut back on my light. But I also thought that, you know, because I have a bunch of plants, I shouldn't be having algae, so I just got to figure that out. I might just have to cut back an hour on my time, or, you know, I did cut back on water changes, and I don't do 2 water changes a week. I only do 1 water change a week, 50%, and that's it. So that probably has something to do with it also. So my discus are okay. The only one that's acting up is that orange one over there. These guys throughout the week, I don't know if you guys can see this, have been cleaning that tube back there, so that's something that the 2 blue ones have been cleaning the tube, which is, to me, it's pretty exciting, you know, if I get a pair out of them. Now this tank has been growing. This tank, there's so much to talk about. To start off with, last week I showed you guys the filter line, and I'm like, nothing is above that. Well, I have quite a bit above that now, as you guys can see, you know. So these, I think they're called, shit, I cannot think of the name of the plant, but they're above it. The Bacopa's almost above it. The jungle valve has spread all the way to the front over here. I just need to trim that and put it in the back. And I had a pregnant female, super pregnant female, and I can't find her now, but check out all the babies. I've seen them earlier. I was like looking at them and I was just like, that's so cool. Bling 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 bling, you know. Another 2, 3 right here, another over there, and I'm so far, as the cherry shrimp tank, I am really happy that I jumped into cherry shrimp and tried it. I mean, there's still other shrimp I would like to try, but as of right now, this is what's going on. I fed them the other day over in this corner right here. There's still a couple over here. There's a mama shrimp right there. I fed them over here, and I put a couple of those dwarf little, some of those little pellets, and I got some down there. But there was a colony of probably at least 15 or something like that. So it was really nice to see a bunch of them, you know, when I felt like I only had like 1 or 2, and I thought I was never going to get past that 1 or 2 marker, and now I see them swimming constantly. So, you know, I'm not sure how many a 55 can hold. I mean, once it gets to the point where, you know, I'm constantly counting fat cherry shrimp, and, you know, there's no algae on my tank at all, and this tank is just filled and filled, or to the point where I have so many plants that I sell half the tank, then I'll probably sell half the cherry shrimp. So something like that. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm really excited about this. A lot of these plants have grown really well, and the cherry shrimp are doing really well. One of the biggest maintenance I've had to do with this tank was the duckweed. I do like the dwarf water lettuce. It's really easy. It's really fun. I like seeing the cherry shrimp just hang on this thing like a little jungle gym. I'm hoping maybe to catch one on it. But anyways, I have duckweed on there also, so it's not always fun when you have to like remove the duckweed, and the duckweed is growing twice as fast or almost 10 times faster than the water lettuce. So that's the downside to it. So this plant's growing pretty well. This one just has a bunch of roots, like I mentioned. It just seems like it's growing new plants off of that one plant. So that's what's up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna do a water change and whatnot. So these two have been cleaning at that. Maybe I might get them to spawn. I don't know. I've got to clean the filter out. I got to clean everything in here. Trim some of these water sprites down, and hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have questions, comments. My overall goal was not to keep the water sprite. I did have it on an auction. The auction person did not pay for them, so I got to leave negative feedback, which kind of sucks, but you know what? You're not going to pay. I feel like that's what should happen. And then, you know, it's not like it's my loss. I feel like, you know, with this happening, when someone's not buying these plants, I feel like I should be setting up my 80-gallon, which I intend on doing. So, you know, it's not like I feel like it's a loss. I feel like it might be kind of a, maybe an idea, or, you know, something preventing it, so I do set up that 80-gallon. So I did not intend on doing it, you know, but it will be a minute, because I do want to get an actual T5 lighting for this tank before and then put the this canopy on the 80-gallon. So it's kind of one of those, you know, I'm kind of glad it didn't sell, you know, but at the same time, maybe it's happening for a reason. So, and I mean, once I get a T5 lighting in this aquarium, I feel like I can get some of the lights that or some of the plants I would like to get a little bit dark reddish, a little bit variety of color than just green. And I don't think the green's a bad thing right now. I think that it really lights up the tank, but, you know, when you have very little red, some bronze, you know, that's one of the plants I really hope that starts growing and taking off, but it hasn't. So just because I really like how that looks, I think it's a very sexy plant. So, but hope you guys enjoyed. It's a little bit long, just showing you guys an update. Water change Mondays. I'm going to do water change as soon as I get off of this, so easy way to upload a video while I'm doing a bunch of stuff. And yes, I do my water changes by bucket. I do not have the cool. I do have the Python hose. I just feel like this is a way to get extra exercise out of the day, you know. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Questions, comments, feel free. I will be cleaning that tank a little bit more. Don't really want to show that a whole lot because I've been working on that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.